How's it going, everyone? Today I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite keyboard accessories. Whether you're new to the hobby or if you've been into it for a while, there's always some type of way to spice up your setup. So hopefully today I can show you guys some new types of products and where to get them. So let's get right to it. First up today, I want to talk about keyboard carrying cases. If you're looking for something a little more minimalistic and cost effective, you can always grab something from websites like Amazon or mechanicalkeyboards.com, but there's actually a growing community for custom keyboard bags, and that's specifically what I want to go over first. Although they're not as cheap as the generic bags, the ability to customize them and the quality is definitely worth the trade-off. I've really been wanting a custom keyboard bag, but I do need to buy my keyboard first because you need to have the dimensions of the board before you get a custom bag. Otherwise, they're not going to know how large the bag needs to be in order to fit your keyboard. But once I have that all figured out, I definitely want to have my bag made by From Scratch USA. I've been following them on my personal Instagram as well as I'm in the Discord, and I gotta say, the quality on the bags looks really good. I also think it's really cool that From Scratch has done collaborations with GMK sets like Hazakura, Lazurite, and Tuzi. So if you bought into the group buys for those sets and you want a matching bag, this is definitely the place to get it from. Right now, custom bags are at the top of my list for keyboard accessories. I think it's just a really cool way to show off your love for the hobby, as well as it's a great way to keep your keyboard safe during transportation. So if you want to check out their website or Instagram, the link is in the description below, but let's go ahead and see what accessory we got next. Those who say they've reached their keyboard endgame haven't truly reached their endgame unless they have a custom cable to match their board. Custom cables in the past year or so have become a staple in a lot of people's setups. They add a lot of flair not only to your keyboard but to your desk as a whole, so as of lately there's been a growing niche of cable collectors popping up on the scene. Me personally, I think if you have a nice cable to accent your board, it completely levels up your setup. Even if you don't have a crazy board, if you have a cable that matches your color scheme, it will definitely make it look much better. The level of creativity that some of the individuals in the community have taken custom cables is 100% underappreciated. There's a couple cable makers in the community that I'm actually a pretty big fan of, one being Taro Cables and the other being Voxel Mods. I reached out to Taro Cables on Discord to try and get a cable done, and I'm still not too far into that process because I need to get my board first before I get the cable so I can color match it correctly. But I wanted Taro to make mine just because he's a funny dude, I like him. I haven't reached out to Voxel Mods yet, but I do want to get a cable from him as well. From the production quality on his website to his product shots, this guy is insane. Prices on cold cables can range from $50 to $120, so if you are interested in getting one, links to both of their social medias is in the description below, so go ahead and check it out. And lastly today, we have macro pads. Super self-explanatory, and it's something that people tend to overlook in the community. They know it exists, but they typically don't ever pick one up. My favorite form factor is the basic numpad. Super simple, easy to use, everyone's familiar with it, and if you don't need a calculator on the side of your desk, you can always reprogram it for a multimedia tool, or if you're playing games, as a hotkey for something you may need. The size of a 100% keyboard is something not a lot of people like nowadays, so having a macro pad and being able to put it away when you're not using it is very attractive to a lot of users who prefer having a more compact keyboard. There's a lot of different places you can pick up macro pads. Probably one of the easiest would be KBD Fans. They usually have a couple options in stock and their prices are pretty good. If you're looking for something a little higher quality, then Ramenworks does have their own macro pads, but they are going to run you a good amount more than average. That is all we have time for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this short little video. I'm so tired right now. I started filming at like 8 or 9 o'clock and it is 6 a.m. right now, so I want to go to bed. If you want to see more videos like this in the future or have any suggestions, then please drop a comment down below. But until next time, take it easy. Peace out.